If you've lived in the Lexington area long enough, it's almost a certainty that you are no stranger to natural beauty. From the rolling hills of horse farms that radiate in all directions from Lexington proper, to the not so far away hiking and climbing destinations like Red River Gorge and Natural Bridge State Park. An hour's drive or less from Lexington can expose you to some of the most scenic and surreal landscapes found in this part of the country. Just a little over half an hour's drive from Lexington along the winding mountain parkway, the 1,400-foot peak known as Pilot Knob rises prominently above the noticeably flat expanse of the Bluegrass region. While highly visible to any traveler along the parkway, Pilot Knob remains one of central Kentucky's best-kept secrets. Unlike other hiking trails found in central and southeastern Kentucky, Pilot Knob enjoys far less fanfare. But for what it lacks in sheer number of visitors, it far surpasses in its surprisingly rich history and magnificent views. The trail to the top of Pilot's Knob follows a fairly steep gradient, but is clearly marked and more forgiving than many trails in places such as Red River Gorge. The trail itself snakes through the forest, offering sweeping views of rock structures and a distant mountain range along the way. For a person in moderate to average health, the trail takes anywhere between half an hour to an hour to summit. While the trail itself offers plenty of opportunity to be immersed in the scenery, the view from the rock formation at the top is truly one of the most awe-inspiring views in not only central Kentucky, but the state as a whole. Upon reaching the summit, a visitor to Pilot Knob will be quick to note the change in geology and almost certainly a change in the wind speed. It is such wind combined with water that eroded the sandstone of Pilot Knob into the formation that exists today. As legend would have it, Daniel Boone stood upon this sandstone formation after an arduous first journey through the Appalachians in 1796. The view that Boone would lay his eyes upon was a relief, offering the first look at flat and usable land, a land that would now come to be known as the Bluegrass. While the view is worth a hike on any day, days with high visibility offer visitors the chance to see as far as Lexington and Richmond. But for the true magic of Pilot Knob, be sure to hike on a cloudless evening. Sunset from Pilot Knob is a sight that truly has to be witnessed to be fully appreciated. Even if one decides to stay through sunset, the 1.4-mile descent is not unreasonably difficult to make just after dark. Due to its proximity to Lexington, low trail difficulty, and incredible views, Pilot Knob is truly the perfect after-class or after-work excursion. For more on Kentucky travel, stay with Grant Forster on Wildcat News.